That's right. It's time to wake up.
Wake up, put the coffee on. It's time to greet a brand new day. Oh my gosh. Do we have a liberating message for you today? Let me tell you. Well, happy fall. Maybe we're moving into winter already. No, that's not till the end of next month.
Let's sing this chorus, though, with everyone. Everyone sing along. You know it now.
Yeah.
So I wake up every day. Wake up, this is what I say. Wake up, I am so free. Wake up,
That's right.
and I'm free to be me.
I think that was part of the text message I sent out today. Wake up.
Oh yeah, wake up,
So-
wake up.
Yes, it's finally, we are back in our home studio here in the middle of the fall forest. Although, the last two Sundays when we streamed live from that lovely home in Florida, that was kind of a nice little atmosphere.
It was fantastic.
Yeah.
Boy, did we enjoy ourselves.
And-
we had so much fun.
And we came back. So not only, so here, of course, we're based out of St. Louis, so we're back home now. And interesting thing. Not only did we come back to freezing temperatures, so yeah, obviously Florida. I think Florida even was 75 yesterday or whatever in the villages at least. But even in St. Louis, 2 or 3 days ago, there were 2 days in a row when it got up to like 80 degrees here, unseasonably
It was
warm.
unbelievable.
I met with a friend on Thursday, and we sat outdoors at a Panera here because it was so nice out. But things have changed, and it got down to like 30
Drastically changed.
yesterday. They even had snow. I think. In fact, I think I see Cherie in the chat there, and she sent a photo to somebody, one of our peeps, Deeann here, and said, I think that, and showed pictures of snow where she is. It's not that far from us. I said we didn't get any snow here, but it was probably right on the
Where
verge.
I was yesterday, it was snowing.
Oh, really?
Yep.
That's interesting. How you can
We
be
had some flurries, just a little bit of snow. Yeah, we're supposed to get like I was a little west and north in Missouri.
Yeah.
And they're supposed to get an inch of snow tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
So
I don't-
it's winter is coming in hot and heavy, just getting in time
Yeah.
for the holiday celebrations.
Yes.
Yay! We're coming to the close of another amazing year of transforming our lives through the power of affirmations and powerful thoughts.
That's right. It's setting an intention and expectation for how you want to live your life. So basically, yeah, our theme is, this is a good one. Some of you might recognize that phrase because there's a song related to it that Pooki would do. But we're going to be talking about this whole concept that you don't need to be fixed. And there's an add-on there. You're not broken.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so we're going to be talking about that. So stick around now. Let's see here. I just happened to catch this comment here. I just want to highlight it because it's a pretty cool thing. Robin says, "Good morning, Bob and Pooki. I am now a published poet on Amazon. Yay!
Yay, Robin! We're celebrating you.
Congratulations.
What an accomplishment.
That is so cool. Welcome to the Published Authors Club. I mean, I'm not sure if that's your first book or not, but whether it is or not, yeah, congratulations. That is cool. I see some people in there whose photos are going to be appearing a little bit later on, like Nunya. I got photos of you. I went through and scoured your Facebook page because you weren't here to get them off of your phone, but I downloaded some photos from our various trips that we have not shown on
Oh,
previous
that's right.
Sundays. So
Yeah.
so Nunya's.
Oh my gosh, it was
couple
so
of those.
amazing. I'm still reeling from that trip. We just had such a fantastic time meeting so many beautiful people.
I got a photo of Danielle. She's in the chat.
Fantastic.
this morning.
Hello, Danielle.
Hello. We got all kinds of cool people here today. We got Mary Rose, Anita, and Jillian, and Yvette, and Jennifer, Crystal, Mercy. Oh my gosh. Let's see here. Cherie, I think I already mentioned. Did I mention Debbie? Oh, there's Lisa, Jessica Ruiz. Yeah, the gang is all here. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
We have some people here that are
folks.
new for their first time.
Yeah, and let us know where you where you're watching from, and if it's your first time actually catching us live during a live broadcast, which we've been doing for nearly 2 years.
Almost.
Let us know that in the it's a crazy vegan friend. It's I'm probably gonna pronounce his name wrong. It's either Marcio or Marcio or Marcia, but yeah, he and his cohort on the Bridge of the Atlantic podcast interviewed me a few years ago. He's got the Crazy Vegan Lifestyle channel. Oh, awesome, man! Thank you for tuning in. It's good to see you. I love that. Yeah, that's a great episode. It's on YouTube. It's in the archives, and maybe I'll share that on my community tab. That was a fun interview. Guys, it's been a few years now.
Wow.
Yay, yay, yay. Let's see here. Yeah, all right, cool, cool. Well, Pookie, why don't you get us centered here in this lovely fall environment? We are all together right now. I'm looking at my stats. We got 79 people currently simultaneously watching this. And there's more people come and go throughout the 90 minutes that we broadcast. Marcio, okay, I think I got it right the first time. Yay, yay, cool.
We got Denmark in the house. I saw Stockholm.
Oh, I see. Yeah, we got Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
Hey, from Denmark. Oh, man, look at this.
Yep, all across the world.
Oh, and,
right here in this now moment.
And is it Sanjana? First time? Yay.
First time. Hello, Sanjana. Welcome.
And you folks know how we treat our first timers here in the chat.
Sunita from Singapore.
All right, gosh.
Wow, you guys.
It's a global audience.
Just spanning the globe. Our hearts are all connected in love. And so that's the wonderful thing is like no matter where we are, we have these beacons, these like resonant heart vibrations that emerge from deep within our own being. Each one of us carries a secret code of love and compassion and healing right here within our own chest, our beautiful beating heart. And that heart, every time that heart beats, we have the opportunity to radiate the energy of love, 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 love into the world. And maybe there's been times when you've come into this circle and you've needed that love. And you could feel that love as we were extending our hearts out to one to another, creating this magnificent web that embraces us all. And maybe you've come and you're here to just give your love away to those who need it. So there's both in this circle today. So we want to honor that. For those of you that have come to activate your hearts and send this energy of love out into the world to all of our beautiful sacred relatives who desire healing, thank you for being here. And for those of you that have gathered in this place and feel that you could be blessed by this energy of love that we're going to create right now, or we're going to bring our awareness to the power of our oneness. And we're going to just love on you. And wherever you are, if you really just tap into your heart, you'll be able to feel us loving you. So, all right, for those that are giving, let's prepare our hearts. Just by taking a deep breath together, breathing in and releasing. Breathing in again deeply and releasing. One more time, breathing in deeply and releasing. And those of you that are here to receive this love, open up your hearts and allow this love to come into your heart. So maybe you're facing some challenges right now that have been difficult for you. And in this moment, in this beautiful network of loving souls gathered together in this time and space, you can feel our love coming in like a laser beam into your heart and filling up your heart with love and compassion and healing. So for my givers, as you're amplifying this love, feeling it moving out from your very own physical body, this 3D vessel that you've been given. And the receivers, just open up. Just open up your heart and receive the love right now that's being sent to you from all of the beautiful people in this feed, in this now moment, that we're all standing together in the truth of who we are, which is infinite love and healing and light. Oh, feel that. So let's bring our hands together. Like some call it the prayer pose. But I like to call it this gratitude pose of thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to this beautiful heart and this beautiful, beautiful expression of love that we've just released into the world.
Yummy.
It's so good. Ooh. Yes, yummy.
I said the word yummy. That's right.
We have the power within us.
I found the lyrics. I was looking in the wrong part of the alphabet. I was looking in A's and it's under I. So
Okay.
Pooki knows what that means.
AI.
It's a song that it's a song that we were looking for earlier.
It's so perfect.
That's I probably should need to pick this guitar right back up because we're going to do a song now.
We are. Okay, let's do it. I'm ready
jump
for
in.
a song.
So right
I
from a
think.
mellow. So yeah, we'd like to think we take you through the whole range of moods and emotions and all that stuff. And so that was kind of a mellow centering that we always like to do early on. But then some of the music will bring you back up. Deeann is here. Oh, you're going to have to stick around, ladies and gentlemen. There's a special. I took some time. Oh, you're going to enjoy. It's like just a little over a minute of. You just need to stick around because Deeann is going to be featured
I have
in
no
a
idea what
hard-hitting
video this is.
video
I've
coming
seen none
up
of this.
a little bit later.
I'm
No,
just
you have
following.
not. It's really awesome. So
It's good that I'm a great follower.
all of you Deeann Angel fans, stick around.
All right, it's going to be so much fun. You're going to laugh.
And we're going to be featuring photos of we had not shown before here a little bit later on.
It's going to be so fun.
In addition to talking about our topic today, which is you don't need to be fixed. You do not need to be fixed.
Oh my gosh. Have
Because
you
you
been
are not-
walking around thinking that you need to be fixed?
Yeah, well, let's-
I've got something to tell you.
Let's save that. All right. So here's a song. This is a song that I remember. It's funny. I remember where the songs were kind of written or where they came to life. And this was at an Airbnb back in outside of Nashville back in last May is where this came out. I remember I just had this riff. And I remember I just kind of played with it. And this one came together pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And,
Sometimes they do. Sometimes they're like
yes.
5 hours and they're born.
So this is actually basically I took an affirmation that may have been originally come from Louise Hay. So many of these things have been used by so many people. It's hard to know the origins of them. But it's a really awesome affirmation that I turned into the chorus of a song.
I know the origination of them. I know where they come from.
The
divine intelligence.
Divine intelligence
That's
of the
right.
universe.
And we're just capturing.
That's
we're just
right.
catching these ideas or these thoughts or these affirmations. We're catchers.
That's
we're
right.
we're just
we're
catching it.
vessels.
Yes.
In fact, we were listening to the audiobook of Big Magic by
Yeah.
Elizabeth Gilbert. If you're a creative person at all, or even if you're not, it's a really awesome
So
book.
good. She talks about it.
Yeah, and she did a couple of TED Talks about creativity too, and she's the author of Eat, Pray, Love. But just this one concept, and it's kind of, it's just her perspective on it. But she thinks that great ideas for books and art and music, they exist in the universe, in the infinite.
They're out there in the
Yeah.
infinite realm.
And they're looking for someone to act on them and bring them to life. And so when you get those nudges, that could be, it's like it's knocking on your door, going, "Hey, I think you might be a good person to get this thing out into the world." And if you listen to it and act on it, you might be that person. But if you delay it or you turn it, or it eventually will get tired of.
Of waiting around?
Right around, and it'll go find somebody else. And she explains that's why this happens all the time where you get an idea for something, and like 6 months or a year later, you see, somebody put that thing out. And so,
I've seen it all the time. And she's actually said she has written books like Eat, Pray, Love. She wrote that book, and then after she published that,
okay, go ahead.
after she published that book, there were people that came and said, "You wrote my book. You wrote that's exactly what happened to you. It happened to me." But they didn't write the book. See, she did.
Yeah.
She's the one that sat down and actually did something with it. So we get these inspired ideas, and it's how music comes to us too. We get these inspired ideas, and sometimes like we have to catch them, right? So catching them, and once you catch them, then you've got a period of time to actually do something with it.
If they think you're the one, they'll keep bugging you for a while, or the idea will. But that's again, this you can embrace this. I'm intrigued by the concept.
I love the idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
And
I've had these ideas for inventions, and then there they are.
And she says one way, if you actually look at your creativity and your ideas that way, it takes the pressure off of you being the creator, having to do all the work. Like you're just being inspired. You're just a channel or a vessel
just
for the
open,
idea.
you're like,
yeah. So
bring it on.
Debbie says
Bring
that was
it
a great
in.
book. Yeah. So it's called Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert. Here's the song that we were talking about that was written last May.
Here it is.
Here we
Ready?
go. No matter what happens in my life, I know I'm living the dream. Like when I'm driving in my car and all the lights are green. Well, everything is always working out for me. Everything is always working out for me. Sometimes my blessings get covered up and they're hard to find. But even when the sky is gray, I know the sun still shines. Here we go. Everything is always working out for me. I'll sing it again. Everything is always working out for me. In the dark of nights,
In the light of day,
when I lose myself,
oh, when I find my way.
in the dark of nights,
In the light of day,
when I lose myself,
when I find my way.
in the dark of night,
In the light of day,
when I lose myself,
when I find my way.
in the dark of night,
In the light of day,
when I lose myself.
oh, when I find my way,
I know everything's alright. Everything's alright. When I open up my heart,
Oh, yeah.
abundance flows to me.
Close to me.
I accept all life's ups and downs.
Yeah.
That's how it's supposed to be. Come on. Everything is always working out for me. Sing it again. Everything is always working out for me. Let me hear you now. Everything is always working out for me. One more time. Everything is always working out for me. I said it's working out for me. Let me hear you now. It's working out for me. It's always working out for me. It really is.
Always. Everything. I know, right? It's like, there's a part of your brain that doesn't want to believe that everything is always working out for you. And it's like this, when we start talking about these kinds of concepts, we're really looking at mastery, of how to master your journey. Right? These are master teachings. And sometimes they're really hard to embrace. So that's why affirmations are so important, because what you can do is you can begin to seed your mind, seed your consciousness with thoughts that you might not fully be experiencing or manifesting in your life, but you're planting the seed, So like when we come to the soil, when we come to the mother, and we make that little indentation and we put that seed in there, right? That seed gets planted and we cover the soil up, and we will water that, and there'll be no obvious represent that any indication that something's happening in the soil. So when we're doing our affirmations, right, and we're wanting to attract something into our life, we're wanting to change the way that we feel or experiencing something, we're planting that seed deep into the soil, and we have to continue to water it. And that's what repeating the affirmations is. Even when your consciousness hasn't yet caught up to what you're saying, like you don't know it, you're working on believing it. But then there comes that moment where that little seedling cracks open, and it's in its perfect timing. And then it begins to make its way through the soil to emerge into the light to where it can experience its fullness.
Yeah.
And so that's what you're doing. So just know that when you're saying these affirmations and you don't feel like everything is working out for you, just know that you're the seed, that seed is in the soil, and it will come through, and there will be a moment where you get it, you know? And so really, really powerful. That's why it's important to challenge yourself with your affirmations. Don't go with affirmations that are a big stretch, like being, like you make $30,000 a year and you say next year I'm going to make $1 million. You're really challenging. Not that I'm not saying that could not happen. I'm saying what you will have to move through in order to experience that is monumental, right? And so I'd say go for something a little bit closer in the realm so that you can experience success. You can experience those little things, because success will keep you moving up that ladder.
Yeah. And we're going to move on here pretty quickly, but
Okay.
I'll just add to that, though. So if you found yourself in a rut and you're experiencing some discontent with your life, whether it could be loneliness, it could be just apathy, it could be fear, whatever it is, you're feeling that way because of patterns that you've developed unknowingly, probably over months, years, and maybe even decades in your life, if you're middle-aged or whatever. And so reorienting or upgrading your operating system takes time. And so, yeah, I like to think of affirmations as one of those tools that you use to start to rewire your brain, your body, mind, and soul. And at first, you just catch they feel maybe inauthentic. Then you catch a glimmer of it, like when you feel like, oh, hey, I'm feeling good this morning or this minute. But then you go back to your regular ways, and there's a couple ways to if you do have a setback, or you just kind of go back to your normal way of thinking. One way to respond to it is, these affirmations don't work. Screw it. I'm just going to do whatever I want to do. Or you could say, hey, they're starting to work. It's like I've had a glimmer of hope. Now I just have to reinforce that, and I have to spend as much time developing the new brain patterns as I did all of those old ones that are not serving me.
Right.
So yeah, that's the reason that you keep doing this stuff and make it a daily practice. And you will create whole new pathways in your mind, in your brain, in your soul. I want to just thank our friend Joe Mitchell. Thank you.
Joe!
You're a Harvard attorney. Thank you so much for sending us a little super chat there. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
It's always working out for Bob and Pooki. We like to think that.
That's right. I mean, our trip is definitely a demonstration of that.
Let's see here. I'm just going to pop into the comments, and then we're going to show some photos and all that good, that cool stuff. There's Debbie saying, "Letting go of old beliefs." Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
You acknowledge them. You acknowledge the painful things of your past. You acknowledge feelings of frustration, but don't make them a part of your story. That's where you can get, some people just like to tell anyone who will listen about their sad story and all the challenges they've faced. Tell a new story. I think Abraham Hicks did that some years ago. It was back when they were doing DVDs. But I remember it was tell a new story, and that's authentically true about who you are, instead of just hammering away at what went wrong and how I haven't overcome this challenge. Yeah, acknowledge that, but let's start a new story. Mm-hmm. When are we coming to California? Nothing on the plans right now. We're actually, but we're
coming.
We love the West Coast.
We're coming. We haven't been back to the West Coast in a long time.
We used to go like twice a year, 10 years ago.
I know.
There's a music conference I used to attend.
I know. And then Agape.
Let's see here. Let's see. Oh, there's a nice affirmation from Yvette. I experience success in every aspect of my life.
Absolutely.
So that's a great affirmation. Just know, of course, that there will be times when you'll be challenged in those areas. Not everything you're going to do is just going to rainbows, and but to have that attitude, or I'm gonna enjoy the process of pursuing my goals. Maybe that even needs a stronger affirmations, and whatever results you get, you're gonna learn from it. So that's like another way of putting a spin on it, just in case
There's so much to learn.
Oh yeah.
So much.
Let's see here. What do we got here? Mike Todd there says affirmations changed my life. Absolutely, they really can be. They're one of the many tools that you can use, but they're really a crucial one. Yvette earlier said, best part of Sunday is dance with Pooki.
I love you, Yvette.
Isn't that so?
I know, right?
Brianna, I guess she's referring to this group here, the Soul Tribe. No, we got 107 people simultaneously watching. We cracked
broke the barrier. 100. We're in the 3 digits now. That's awesome.
That's cool. Yeah. So I will be keeping an eye on. A lot of you like the line in that song about all the lights are green. I had green lights all the way home. There's Robin liked that line too. Missy said that's her new favorite song. Thank you very much. Oh, yeah. Cool. Let's see here. Any new ones? Yeah, sometimes success is to learn to overcome obstacles. Absolutely. So cool. All right, so I think it's time for community photos. I have a bunch of them here, so we should dive in.
Let's do it.
To
Let's
these
go.
because there's some. They're kind of in an order that makes sense to me, somewhat chronological.
Here, can you take care of this, babe, right here?
Oh yeah, I will do that. Thank you for catching that. Man, all right, bye. Okay.
There you go.
And so this is something I don't know if Samantha. I don't think I've seen her in the chat, but Samantha's our good friend in Raleigh, North Carolina, and for a few months now, the first Friday of every month, she hosts a what we call a High Vibe Tribe meetup in Raleigh, and this is the little small group that gathered
Look at that.
the first Friday of November. So that's Sam in the yellow glasses on the right. I believe that's Patricia down there.
Patricia, yes.
In the kind of toward the bottom second from the left. I think the gal in the green, like the curly hair, I think her name is Kim. I think she's been to everyone the last 3 months or whatever. And then I'm not sure who the other person is there, but yeah,
But there they are at the gathering of the High Vibe Tribe. That's
they
fantastic.
They
Yay.
meet at a Starbucks. Yeah, the first Friday of every
for
month.
an hour and a half, which turns into
Well, it's
they
actually
just-
it's scheduled for 1 hour. She said they were there for like 2.5 hours. Yeah.
yeah. And so just know if
Yeah.
you come to one of those events, if you have things that you're planning after that, of course, after that hour,
Yeah, you
go and
leave,
take care
yeah.
of what. But if you are so fully engaged in loving who you're meeting and you're just like drinking deeply from that well of joy and bliss, then stick around and and get to know each other better. Because I'll tell you one thing that we do need as we're on this journey of recreating our thoughts, and how we see the world, is we need people that see the world in a very similar way, right? We need those people to kind of be with us a lot. Because like when you start talking this like affirmation language, if you start talking around people that aren't aware, it just sounds like you're they don't know how to support you. How's that? And so,
Yeah.
but when you surround yourself with people that are like engaged in the same kinds of things that you are, then you can find support. And for me, I need support. I'm a community person. Support is really important.
And the in-person gatherings like that are really, really powerful.
Yep, they are. Because you get to connect your like energy.
Like 100. All right, so let's see. Oh, so this is a photo I think from back in August. We never showed, but I want you to tell the story of this particular person that you ran into.
This is Maria.
So-
So beautiful. So I had been called to Ohio to pray. And this was the very first day that I was there.
You're at a place called Serpent Mound.
Serpent
right? Okay.
Mound, yeah, Star Knowledge Conference. And they do a ceremony every solstice and equinox. And so I was there for the fall. And this beautiful being comes running from behind a tent, and she's like, Pooki Lee, and she's, oh my gosh, I can't believe it's you. And she says, I follow you and Bob on YouTube, and Bob has helped me so much. And so she's just just absolutely delightful. She's so adorable. And she's just sharing her heart, sharing her story, her journey with me. And it was so inspiring that I decided to give Bob a call right in that minute. Well, we took a photo first. I'm like, look who I met. Well, he's never met Maria before.
Yeah.
But I'm like, look who I met. And then she was just so excited that I said, okay, wait a minute. I'm going to do one better than this. So I called him and I FaceTimed him. And so she actually had the opportunity to say hello to Bob.
That was very, very cool.
It was way
It
cool.
was a Pooki Lee sighting in Ohio. Of all
It's
places.
just like this amazing what happens, like we don't really know. And even in this tour that we just did where we went south
To Florida. Yeah.
There were so many people and we got to hear their stories, and their stories are all so profoundly transformative. When for me, it was like just such deep gratitude for the way, because we just don't know, and you'll never know either, the lives that you affect with the energy that you share, right? But we actually had a firsthand experience of being able to hear people reflect back to us how profound our presence in their life has been, right? The supportive aspect of how we encourage you to be your best, most authentic self.
Some of those people we met are in the chat here
They
right now,
are!
like
Oh
Lisa
my
from
gosh,
Orlando.
Lisa!
Cherie's niece.
Lisa
yeah.
and
Danielle's here.
Danielle.
So I'm going to keep this rolling along here. So this is actually going back to a previous trip. Again, I grabbed these off of your Facebook page. I hope these folks don't. Well, you already have publicly posted them, but this
Yeah.
is. Remember this group of people?
Oh my gosh, I do remember them. That was Mexico.
That was when we were at the resort south of Cancun in Mexico. Yeah, early, was it October? I don't
know.
remember. It's a whirlwind of activity. But there was some of the folks we were hanging out with there. That was fun. God, it seemed so long ago after the Florida trip.
I know, right?
It was a similar.
That was
That
breakfast.
was the last morning, I think, before we left.
Yeah, that was the morning before we left.
So yeah, a lot of cool high vibe people there too. Okay, now I've got photos from the Florida trip. This was, I believe, on our way. This was in Sarasota, our last day in Sarasota, on the way to a photo shoot. Where hopefully we'll be showing you some photos that our friend Sorka took. But you took this in the car, did you not? Look at this! Look at this gorgeous photo.
Oh yeah, that was me on the way to the photo shoot. I was like so excited to have a professional photography. Wow.
And that was just taken with her phone in the car,
Right.
on the way there. But look at that. Well, of course, the lighting and everything is great, but the radiant beauty. That is a wonderful photo.
I love that photo.
Let's hear some comments, or let's read some comments here about what you think of this photo. I see another person that we met here, Karen.
Karen.
I have an extra photo of her too. But
Yeah.
that was a gorgeous photo. All right. Oh, speaking of, she's actually next. Karen, I'm so glad that you're here because we showed the photo that we were taken with the palm trees or whatever in the background, but this is one that Pooki took at the table when we.
Oh, look, it's so happy. It's so cute.
The lighting's not perfect, but this was a very intimate gathering. There's Pooki, me, Keone, and Karen.
It was perfect. We
Yeah,
had
it
a
was
wonderful
perfect.
time.
We sat there for almost 2 hours.
I
or
know.
something, right?
We had to, when it was time to go, we were running to our cars because our
the parking was
was up. And you don't want a ticket in Hollywood, Florida.
We do not want that. So it was so great to see Karen there. And then a couple of nights later, we already showed group photos of this, but I just wanted. I knew she since she's a regular here in the chat. Hopefully she's still here. But there's a photo you took
Danielle.
with Danielle.
It was so fantastic. She surprised us. She didn't tell us she was coming.
I know. I had no idea. She
And then
just showed up.
I looked at her and I'm like, oh my gosh, I recognize her. And so it's beautiful. So happy that you're here with us today too. It was so sweet. Oh my gosh, you guys are amazing.
And someone I'm pretty sure we've talked about her, meeting her. I don't think we've shown any photos yet, but these are a couple that you took of. Who are these?
Oh, that's Nunya Oakley.
That's her,
beautiful. That's her daughter.
and that was at the on the
was
patio in
Naldo's
yeah.
at the Villages.
So that was
Beautiful, and there was a beautiful story that just to hear that, just such a deep connection in our heart space.
Oh, there's Nunya right there.
And
Commenting.
so it was it was just so wonderful.
And there's another
So
photo.
wonderful. Look at, they're so adorable. And I do believe that's either her mother-in-law or her stepmom. And it was just such a beautiful treat to be with them. They were just absolutely divine. And it was so cute because they were in Naldo's. We pretty much filled the whole patio with people. Many of them have never even heard of us before. They were just coming for this concert. However, at that particular table, they were singing our music. So I was like, okay, these are our peeps right here.
It was funny because early on when we started, playing songs and all that, I wanted to get a kind of read of the crowd, and so I said, and our friend Joanna did a heck of a job. She promoted the heck out of the thing. So first I asked, how many people are here because you heard about it from Joanna? A bunch of hands went up,
Yeah.
and then I said, how many of you are here? Because I already knew there were some people that knew you. How many of you are fans of Pooki? Bunch of hands went up, and I I said, everybody else, anybody here as a result of hearing about it from my YouTube channel? It's like crickets. So actually, Nunya said she discovered my affirmations and liked them, but really connected with Pooki when she discovered her on these lives. So I get it. Like I said before, they come for Bob, they stay for Pooki. Okay, so it's so good. Here's a couple more people from that Naldo's. Who are these folks?
Oh my gosh, that's Michael and Lauren. And now these two beautiful beings, remember that photo that you saw when I was at Serpent Mound with Maria? They were there too. And so you can see he has this alternate universe t-shirt. That t-shirt is a Serpent Mound t-shirt.
Ah.
Right? You can see the serpents around the heart. That's the mound in Ohio that our ancient relatives built. They can't date it. It's just so old. And so they saw that I was going to be at Naldo's, and they actually travel around in an RV, and they were in the area, and so they came by, and that was a total surprise.
Oh, so they don't live there. They were passing through.
Well, he has family there, so they were
Okay.
coming down there for the winter.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so they'll stay in Florida for a few months, and then they'll take off, and they travel around in a RV, a converted ambulance. They converted an ambulance
Wow.
into an RV. It's really fun.
That was awesome.
It's so awesome.
Here's somebody we hung out with a little bit there. You want to?
Oh my gosh, there's Janice. So, I talk about Unity Earth and this global community of people that have a vision for our whole planet. And they're big visionaries, like they have big ideas. And this is Janice Hall, and she is one of these people who is just so passionate about helping people. And she works with a lot of Native American wisdom. She works a lot with the Aboriginal people in Australia, and they are also doing a House of Hope in the Ukraine for the refugees that are coming across the border. And so she just came back from being in Poland and the Ukraine just recently, as she is doing, collaborating with other visionaries in creating safe places for people.
That's great. And then I didn't have a photo of her mom, but her mom's like 94.
93, Francine.
93. Has been living in the villages for like
is.
30. She's a hoot.
She is a hoot.
She's really
Quite a
sharp.
mental acuity. She's very, very smart and on no meds, which is like
amazing.
unbelievable, right?
It's very cool.
Just
So,
vitamins.
So one day when we went into a Barnes and Noble to get some coffee with our friends, and I don't know if Joanna struck up the conversation or I think what happened was we ran into this young lady, and look at the shoes. She's wearing the exact type of shoes. Maybe that's what started the conversation.
Same shoes, yeah.
And then
This beautiful being, just this yellow was just like radiating, but it was like even though the dress was yellow, her magnificence was outshining that brilliant bright yellow. She was just beaming, And it was so cute. And then first I noticed her, and then we took a look at the shoes, and like, oh my gosh, we're shoe sisters. So
Yeah.
she was adorable. She actually has found us on social media. and
I was
so-
just, I don't know if it was Joanna or somebody, because she's always hyping us up. I don't know if she started the conversation. They have a YouTube channel. Oh yeah, maybe she was trying to get her to come to Naldo's or whatever.
Yeah, she was. She was
They have
trying-
a popular YouTube channel. Blah blah blah. She asked like, "What is it? Where can I find it?" And a lot of people say that when you're out. Yeah, I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look you guys up. And sure enough, she did. She commented on one of the videos and said, "This is Pookie's twin."
so cute.
All right, and we showed some photos of your mermaid adventure in a video last week, but there's a couple more photos of Laura, who we've known for 2 or 3 years. But I love. Did you take that photo of her and her dog?
did.
That is an awesome photo for so
I
many
know,
reasons.
Jumpin' Johnny.
And Laura in the blue in the background. Is it all like that's just like
It's just perfect.
yeah? So that's her. I guess her dog is how old he is.
He's
a little,
14.
14.
He's doing really good.
Yeah.
And it was, and that this was another one of those like amazing stories. And I know that each one of you has an amazing story, right? And so it was just such a really wonderful treat to spend the day with Laura. And the funniest thing is it was like shocking to me that she looked just like my best friend from college in 1987.
Oh, really?
And her name was Stacy Hamill. And I mean, I was like, I kept looking at her and like, even the teeth. I mean, you've got it all, like the sparkly eyes and your cheeks and the way that your nose wrinkles. And I said, even your teeth are like her teeth. Oh my gosh, it was just so crazy.
Here's another photo of
Oh,
you and her.
that was the first time I ever put a wetsuit on.
Yeah.
Ever, and it was so much fun. This is when we went to go swim with the manatees.
Right.
It's so amazing.
So it was just one of many people that we met for the
Yeah,
first time on this
so
trip. And then
awesome.
here's a little collage photo of the villages. So there's Joanne with Pooki, who instigated this whole thing and invited us to put us up in their guest house. And that middle photo on the right is that's the house that we stayed at.
Right?
And above that is her husband Jesse. We had our guitars. We were jamming a little bit together. And then on the bottom right is me in a golf cart.
Getting ready to go to the pool.
Yeah.
Doing a good job.
Everybody gets around in golf carts there. We had access to our own golf cart.
Yep. It was so much fun. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, great
What a
people,
blast.
great time, and I'm just so thankful to them for giving, allowing us to enjoy that experience and extend our. That's why we extended our stay, from a 10-day road trip to like 16 days.
Yeah.
And then
She was like, you don't have to leave. You can stay till tomorrow if you want to.
And it's totally unrelated to our travels, but I just saw this on your Facebook page and thought I'd share this because, check out this photo.
Oh, that's my mother and my sister and me, and those are my two sons, Andrew in the middle there and Matthew.
That was taken in Hawaii, maybe.
I was taken in Hawaii last year, about a year ago.
Yeah.
And I posted that picture because I'm going to go see my mom here at the end of the month in a couple weeks. And then this whole thing emerged where I'm going to be going to Japan with my mother and my sister to teach hula. My mother is a hula teacher on the island of Hawaii. And she has been called there by her students. She has a halau there. And so we're going, and this is my first time. My sister's been many times, but this is my first time
So
going.
you're going to Japan. That's huge. Wow.
Isn't that amazing?
Wow.
Wow.
So I'll be holding down the fort here.
I know. I probably will not see you while I'm in Japan, but I will be taking amazing pictures, and I'll send things to Bob to share with you.
Yes, please
We'll
do.
figure out
Yeah.
ways.
So I want to encourage you also. Yeah, so those were extended community photos here, and we got more fun stuff coming up and some serious stuff too. But I want to encourage you all to get, if you're not already, to get on my email list, which you can do. What the heck? Here we go. Just go to bobbakerinspiration.com. I'll even give you 6 free MP3 downloads just as a little bit of an incentive to get on the list, because I'm going to be sending out more emails as if you need more emails. But these are going to be good ones because Pooki and I we've been kind of are letting you know that we are formulating some new plans, some ambitious
Exciting things are coming down the pipe.
They are, and they're still not solidified, but I've got some more things I want to cover with you that I
All
came
right,
up with.
We're in a creation process
Yeah,
right now.
and
right?
and one of these, I've teased it before, but one of them we have this process that where I'm referring to right now as the personal transformation matrix. It has like 3 different components, and it's basically taking everything that we've experienced in our own personal development, growth, the things that we've taught and mentored people, through the YouTube channel, through our live events, and so on, and through our 30-day programs, the Turbocharge Your Life programs that many of you have enrolled in over the last 3 years. Just taking all these different processes and tools and put them into an order that makes sense for us to really highly impact your life. And so I'm going to be covering different aspects of that in a series of emails that I'm going to be sending out. And we're still formulating how we're going to. We want to kind of streamline and simplify the things that we can offer you outside of YouTube. And one possibility, I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. So nothing is set in stone. But I like this. I like the term "turbocharge your life." We've been using that as the overall umbrella term for these 30-day programs. But there's an idea in the works where we might make it like a year-round community. And maybe there's like 3 different levels that you can participate on, depending on where you are in your life and how much of a boost you need. And so that's something that there's things that we're exploring.
We're just exploring,
Yeah.
So don't get too excited about any of it. Folks,
Yeah,
'cause
yeah.
It could all change really quickly.
It could be completely different by next month.
Yes, absolutely. Because
but-
you know what? Here's the thing. You stay open to inspired ideas.
Right.
Right? And if you close yourself off and you think that you've got it figured out, then when a new idea comes to you, you're not open to it. And, then it gets to go to somebody else, and then they get to experience the magnificence and the wonder and bliss of that idea.
But at some point, we have to lock it in so that we can, have a specific solid thing. And it will get locked in here pretty quick, I think, by the beginning of the year.
Yep.
And it'll be clarified, more. So get on the email list. Because if you're on my text list, that's great. I just sent out the little short inspirational. But if you want a little more meaty, in-depth things and links to new videos and all that stuff, the email list.
The latest, because it's going to be happening pretty fast. Some new fun things, dynamic things
So
coming
get
up.
on that list. Again, bobbakerinspiration.com. And then once you go to there, it's really easy to see how you get on the list and get the free MP3 downloads. All right. So let's talk about this topic here. We're going to talk about it. We're going to play a song, and then we're going to do some affirmations. And then after that, a special edition of the Comedy Corner. Oh, so you definitely want to stick around for that.
Okay.
So the title here is "You Don't Need to Be Fixed. You're Not Broken." So, Pooki, I'm going to kind of hand it over to you because you inspired this because they are part of the lyrics of a song we're going to be doing.
Oh, yeah.
But what does this mean to you? You don't need to be
It
fixed.
means a lot. I've spent even when I met Bob, we've been together for 17 years now. But I had this belief that there was something wrong with me and that I needed to be fixed. And so I spent so much time in personal development courses and reading all of these things, trying to figure out what was broken that needed to be fixed so that I could live my life as a happy being, and experience joy and all the good things, right? And so I thought that there was something wrong with me, like inherently wrong with me. So I was just looking outside of myself for the answer and not really finding it, right? Because I didn't really know that I was asking the wrong question, right? We have to pay attention to the questions that we're asking too, people, right? Because, how it is that you're presenting anything, like if you ask the question of why is it that I'm always struggling, or why is it that I never have any money? Right? Guess what? You're going to get answers to why that is.
Mm-hmm.
Are those the answers that you're looking for? Right? So be careful of even how you're starting to ask the question of uncovering some of these things. So so what it also did is it led me to attach to different people. Like I'd find this person and they would be like, I would follow them because they had like this message or whatever. But there was something inside of me that wasn't aligning to what I still didn't get the message. And then we went to Agape on June the 1st, 2008.
So let's tell them what Agape is. So Michael Bernard Beckwith runs a church called the Agape International Spiritual Center out in the Los Angeles area. He was in The Secret. He's an author. You may or may not have heard of him. He's been on Oprah, all this stuff. And we went to see him for the first time on, what was the date?
It was June the 1st, 2008.
That's right. It's funny as we remember that because it was a pretty monumental day.
It was a monumental day. It was the day that I was set free. It's like he just went and he opened up that little latch on my cage, and he pulled the door wide open and he said, "You're free." And what happened was he gave a message of that you're all right already, that you've never been broken, that you were born perfect, that if you have this thought that there's something wrong with you, it's just a screwy thought that you have, but it's not true, And so I remember just having like this extremely powerful release in that moment of like, oh my, it transformed everything for me. It allowed me to see myself as a whole being. And it was just that I didn't yet fully understand what all that meant. But I walked out of there knowing that I was all right already, that there wasn't anything wrong with me. That I was absolutely born perfect. And that divine perfection that I entered this world in that state of my baby in the moment that I came into this earth, that was the essence of who I am. And it was still there. It just got all these layers of cultural programming, parental programming, all these thoughts, all these layers of trauma, these things just kind of laid over the top of my divine perfection. And these things started emerging where I started having these feelings or these thoughts like, I'm not enough. I'm not worthy. There's something wrong with me. I must be broken. Can I even ever be fixed,
This might be a good time to reintroduce my windshield analogy. I've shared it a couple of times here, but I think it's a good one. And basically, imagine that you either have a brand new car, or maybe you just like washed and detailed your whatever your vehicle is, and it's a sunny day. You're taking it out for a drive. You're enjoying everything. But suddenly, though, this storm comes in. The dark clouds come in, and you're maybe like on a gravel road or a dusty road, and it starts pouring down, raining, and it's windy, and suddenly your windshield gets like caked up with muck and dirt, and you're having trouble seeing. And then the rain goes away, but you still have the stuff that's like drying and caked up on your windshield, and you can't quite see. And what if in that moment you would say to yourself, "Oh, I got to take this car into the shop. There's something wrong with this windshield. It's faulty. So I need to get this windshield fixed because it's just not working anymore. I can't see where I'm going. I'm no longer enjoying this ride because I got a malfunctioning windshield." Would that be an accurate way to assess what's really going on? No. The windshield is perfect. It's in the same condition it was before the storm came through. It's just that it's been covered up with muck, and now your vision is blurred and you're frustrated by it, and you're blaming it on the windshield instead of pulling over and just wiping away the muck so that you can see clearly again. I think it's a great analogy for what happens when you feel like there's something wrong in your life. You blame yourself, right? You blame, there's something wrong with me because I can't figure this stuff out, when really your perfection is just being covered up by years of negative thinking and hearing negative messages from the people in your life, just like the list that Pooki gave, and many other things. And so don't look at it, you're not broken. You're fine. You're perfect. So the work of self-development is not fixing yourself or filling a hole. It's just clearing away that muck, which is actually part of the first stage of this.
Peeling off all the things that are not you. All the lies that you've been told
stories
that are not
you tell yourself.
you, right? These stories like that you're a victim. You're not.
Yep. And so the first step in this personal transformation matrix, which we're going to be teaching and clarifying as part of our new thing we're going to be doing in the new year, is healing. It's like asking yourself, think of an area of your life or desire that you have, or an unfulfilled aspect of your life, and go, what is holding me back? You have to first instead of just going right into positive thinking and covering it up, you got to analyze, well, what's holding me back? What is the belief here that's stunting my growth in this area? And where did that come from? What triggered me to feel that way? So a lot of it is really introspective work and healing that part of you that's part of that muck that's covering up what's brilliant on the inside. And so you do that. I mean, yeah, that's not like you do it once and you're
it's
done.
constant.
It's a constant process. But if you're just jumping right into positive thinking without first figuring out what the blocks are, you may struggle longer. Right?
Yeah, because it's one thing to gain an understanding, but there's something that when you take action, right, that activates the understanding, that's when you start learning. And I've heard people say, oh my gosh, why do I have to learn this lesson again? And the answer is, wait a minute, you never learned the lesson the first time. Because if you learned the lesson the first time, we wouldn't be back here doing this again.
Right.
Right? So you never learned the lesson. So if you have things that just keep showing up in your life over and over again, it's not that you have to learn this lesson again, it's that you have to learn the lesson for the first time. Once you actually learn the lesson, then it really does kind of dissipate. Yeah. Now it might creep up in a little echo sometimes, right? Because we're used to these voices speaking up, right? We've listened to them long enough that when we actually kind of put them in the back seat and ask them to take a nap, sometimes they start talking in their sleep and they'll say things to you like, you don't know what you're doing, And so for me, it's like I thought, because I couldn't figure it out. I mean, I was like 45. I was 45 years old. I still was struggling. So I was beginning to have this belief that I was stupid, that I was dumb, that I couldn't get this, that there was something inherently wrong with the way that my brain, like your brain will tell you all kinds of shit. You have to be careful, And so like, it's not true. And so I'm going to point to something which has been very powerful for me in my journey of asking those questions, because we want to ask the questions of ourselves, right? Like, where did this show up? So this is an inner dialogue, an inquiry. And I can think of no one who does it better in this realm than Byron Katie. And she has this process called the work, where you actually ask yourself, you put up the statement of your belief, and then she has this 4-step process that you go through. And by the time that you get through her 4-step process, you have the ability to unhook from that belief and to get free from it. Byron Katie, her process is called The Work. She's written some books, Loving What Is. And a number of different ones.
I don't remember all the questions, but I know what the first one is. Is it true? Whenever you have a belief, you ask, your first question is it true?
Okay, so we'll take an example. So my dad, I never met my father. So I grew up with this belief that my dad didn't love me. Right? Because I never met him. I don't even know if he held me in his arms. So for the longest time, I believed that my father didn't love me. So the first question is, so what is the statement? My father doesn't love me.
Is it true?
Is it true? Yes, it's true. My dad wasn't around. He wasn't there. I don't know that he never supported me. He never showed up in my life. And then the second question is it really true?
Yeah, you're absolutely certain.
Can you absolutely be certain that your father never loved you? And so then I get to go, oh, well, wait a minute. Well, I cannot absolutely know for certain that he did not love me. I cannot know that. And then I'm like, oh, so I cannot know that he didn't really love me. So then that kind of unhooks that thought of my dad never loved me. So now I'm like, oh, and then she asks this brilliant question of, who would you be without that thought? Mm-hmm. How would your life be different? So if you're struggling with some beliefs that you need to unhook, I would direct you to that work. Byron Katie. Yeah. She had an amazing journey. She got all of her wisdom. She earned every bit of it. She went through a hellacious process in order to be able to help you liberate yourself.
Yeah.
for sure.
So look that up because there's, I think, a series of 4 or 5 questions. I think another one is how is your life impacted by continuing to hold on to that belief? Again, this is part of that deep introspective work. And then, yeah, I really liked the one, how would your life be different if you
be?
let go? Who would you be if you let go of that?
Yeah.
If you realize it wasn't true. And then you start to have some realizations like,
Yeah,
oh my
and then
God.
I'm like, wow, I could never know that my dad didn't love me. So I've been angry at this man my whole life because I thought he didn't love me, and I cannot know that that's true. And then so from that perspective, then I began to have like deep compassion for my dad. Like, wow, I might want to find him, and create the opportunity to experience love from him. So
Yeah.
it's just these are we all have it.
So stop thinking of yourself as being broken.
You're not
You don't
broken.
need to be fixed. You're perfect. You're just the work that you need to do, or if you choose to, is to uncover the muck and do some deep introspective work about what's holding you back. What are those beliefs when they come up? Acknowledge them, examine them, figure out if you can what the root is, and then start replacing them with a new soundtrack. Overwhelm them with the way you want to think, the way you want to live, the way you want to feel. And those things, it's an ongoing process. When the negative thing comes up, oh, this is interesting. What's triggering that? Why am I feeling that way? Oh, and also related to the windshield thing, especially if you've been driving on the highway and your windshield is really dirty. If you could stop at a gas station and use one of those washers, like the first time you go over it, you might get half or more of it brushed away, but there's still residue. Like there's things that cling on more,
Kinda stuck there.
especially if you've been.
Take a little bit more scrubbing.
Yeah, and so that's the same thing. Yeah, even though they're still there, you've still done the work to clear away some of it, and then just keep going back and keep cleaning it up. The best you can, and your vision will get clearer and clearer through that windshield as time goes on. All right,
Yep.
you ready? You want to do a song?
Yeah.
So this is a song that you wrote about this very topic. Mm-hmm. We're going to do the song, we're going to do some affirmations, and then we're going to lighten things up.
Okay.
With some,
Let's do it.
All right, but here's a really cool song that Pooki is inspired to write, very autobiographical.
All these people all my life been telling me I ain't right, that I'm no good and I'm broken, and there's no hope for me. For years I believed them, I thought it was true, but now I know better, and I got some news for you. Don't need no fixing, 'cause I ain't broken. You see, there's nothing wrong with me. I was born perfect, I'm perfect, expressing all my divinity. I'm finally free. I'm free to be me. I was walking through my life, these voices loud in my mind. I felt lonely and defeated. I couldn't see my own light out of the darkness. I heard a voice in the night. You are worthy and divine, and now's your time to shine. Don't need no fixing, 'cause I ain't broken. You see, there's nothing wrong with me. I was born perfect, I'm perfect, expressing all my divinity. I'm finally free. I'm free to be me.
said, I'm alright already, 'cause I ain't broken, no. You know, those people, they didn't know. Because if they did know, they probably wouldn't have said those things to you. So we just open up our heart to compassion for them and for ourselves as we're on this healing journey to discover our own beauty, our own magnificence, our own divinity. Wow, such a miraculous journey. So liberating and free. Oh, those people all my life been telling me I ain't right, that I'm no good and I'm broken, and there's no hope for me. Oh, for years I believed them. I thought it was true, but now I'm free to be me. Hey. No, 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 don't need no fixing. 'Cause I ain't broken. And you're not broken either.
That was awesome. Wow. This was a good one.
That's so good. So it's true. We just have these crazy thoughts that, and I always said, maybe someone said something to me like, you're no good, you'll never amount to anything. Maybe they said it to me once or twice in my life. But then I am the one that repeated that in my own mental chatter over and over again. I'm the one that dug the groove. I'm the one that hooked onto that belief, and I'm the one that anchored it into me. So, that's what these affirmations do. They help to unhook that belief, and so that you can create a new groove, right? Because Bob and I were just having a conversation the other day, and, where I used to think that I wasn't smart and stuff like that, I'm sitting there telling him, I am a genius. I am so smart. I am so intelligent. I am a master. Right, Bob?
Yes.
Totally. Because that is what I know to be true. I am so smart. So smart. I am so intelligent. And can you feel that conviction from me? Like, can you feel that I believe that for myself? Mm-hmm. And it's true. I do believe that. And I had a story where I thought I was dumb and there was something wrong with me. And that I couldn't understand these concepts. I wasn't intelligent enough to heal myself. Right. And now I am so smart. And I'm so smart it irritates Bob sometimes.
You can own that, but you may not have to announce it to the world every time you have a chance. There's a kind of quiet confidence that I like to exude.
Well,
I would walk into a room. I am brilliant. People would start looking at you a little funny. But
well, no. Yeah. And there are moments when you have to declare that for yourself. Yeah. And
there's a fine
and it's
line.
about it wasn't about. It was about my own internal acknowledgement.
Yeah.
Of who I am and how I see myself.
Right.
And it was a statement that was validate. It was validating for me.
Yeah.
Right. I'm not out here going, oh, I'm so smart. I'm so intelligent. Listen to me, folks. I have I don't. I can only tell you what works for me and point to those things, and maybe they'll work for you. There's no guarantee because we all have our own process, So like, there is no one way to do anything. There are infinite ways of getting anything done, right? And so it's just like figuring out what's going to work for you. We deal with some general concepts so that you can kind of break it down into a smaller directive that works for your.
But that's a brilliant affirmation to do on your own. Yeah. This, I am smart. I am brilliant. It's like a little talking to yourself.
Yeah.
Wow. Come to Jesus moment, perhaps.
Yeah.
Okay, we have some affirmations that you're going to recognize these phrases because I took them, pretty much borrowed them from the song. Well, let's go ahead and do them here. I'm gonna. Do you want to say each one and I'll repeat it since they're kind of from your lyrics? Or
Let's
you want to
do it.
All right, here they. Oh, that's not it. It's this one here. There we go. Oh, I got some fall colors going on there.
I love it.
All right. So
ready?
Yeah, there you go.
All right,
I'll
I'm going
repeat
to
it.
say them first, and you're going to repeat it with Bob.
Here we go.
I don't need to be fixed
I don't need to be fixed
because I'm not broken.
because I am not broken.
There is nothing wrong with me.
There is nothing wrong with me.
I was born perfect.
I was born perfect.
Today, I express my divinity.
Today, I express my divinity.
I'm all right already.
I'm all right already.
I am free to be me.
I am free to be me.
Yeah, baby.
There we go.
Need to put that yeah, baby on the end.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby.
So I know from a traditional purist affirmation standpoint that those first three are kind of have negative, I don't need to be fixed. You would generally not word your affirmations, I'm not broken. You would focus on I'm perfect and whole and complete. But I just thought, since we just sang this, they are in the song. And so as long as you have the right mental framework of pronouncing them. Yeah, there is nothing wrong with me. A lot of negative words there.
It's all good.
But yeah, as long as you perceive them in a way that's empowering, then those will be helpful for you. But yeah, so like everything, yeah, my affirmations are just suggestions. You can reword them in the ways that work for you, and where you're at that particular time. So that was fun. All right, well, the fun, part of it was fun. Part of it was meaningful and serious and all that. But I think we do need a little sense of levity here. It's already 10:15, so we need to get through the rest of this. And I have saved. Oh my gosh, we got two different things that we're going to be doing here. So a couple of months ago, I said, what might be fun to do with Bob's Comedy Corner is maybe because back when we did our July weekend event, we did It's So Hot jokes, and we had each of the people that were in the room come up and they told their own joke, and I loved that community aspect. And so I was thinking, how can we recreate that? And so I had made a plea. I said, hey, if you want to send in a little video clip of yourself telling a joke, go ahead and do that. And only one person sent in any videos.
Oh, she sent like about 20
and she
of
sent
them.
like 7 of them. So
it's perfect.
So
she made up for the rest of you.
So even though it's just not, first we do the standard introduction of this. Everyone loves this little theme song. So here we go. It's Bob's Comedy Corner. Should do be why. Bob's Comedy Corner. So that's what normally would happen. But here is a little clip from our wonderful friend Deeann. Here is Deeann's joke reel.
Hey, do you know why people bring an extra pair of socks with them when they go golfing? In case they get a hole in one. People keep telling me that I need to do more lunges. It really would be a huge step forward. Singing in the shower is fun until you get soap in your mouth. Then it's a soap opera. What do you call a fish wearing a bow tie? Sophisticated. Hey, what does a sprinter eat before they race? Nothing. They fast. How does a lemon answer the phone? Hello. Hey, how come a nose can't be 12 inches long? because then it would be a foot. How does lettuce say grace? Let us pray. How do you get squirrels to like you? Act like a nut. Squirrels love me.
Let's hear it for Deann's Comedy Corner.
Deann's
right
Comedy
there.
Corner. Shout to be wild.
Is that awesome?
That's so fun. Those are adorable.
I love how she did each clip was like a different setting, a different angle. She's laying down. She's got. It looks like she was playing live. I think when I was doing solo.
I know. It must have been somewhere.
You were somewhere off and running. So thank you, Deann. Let's give her in the chat. Let's give her some love. Let her know how funny those were.
Hysterical.
And well delivered. I've got there's no competition here, but but you. That was awesome.
That was great.
Deann, I hope you're here. Hole in one. There you are. So thank you for sending those. She sent those in weeks ago, but we were traveling so much I wasn't able to put this all together until last.
All right, so
last
let
night.
her inspire you.
Yeah. So, so I thought, but I have some other jokes too. I could have just left it at that. But I wanted to do. So there's this this person that I follow on Twitter. She goes by Mariana Z. And she's always putting these word plays and puns in her tweets. So I actually went back and looked through some of her tweets, and I was going to. They're all puns and wordplay on various topics, just like Deann's words. Are you ready for this?
I think so.
So this is more. I'm not. Yeah, this one I have to set up. It's not it's not a question, but I was just telling people here. The other day, folks, Pooki tripped and dropped a basket full of freshly ironed clothes. Yeah. I just sat back and watched it all unfold. So, again, a lot of these are statements. I don't want to brag, but I finished a jigsaw puzzle in only 1 week, and it said 2 to 4 years on the box. You get that, right? Okay. For 2 to 4 year olds. Okay, yeah. Oh, last week, a wizard asked me to proofread one of his scrolls. Actually, it was more of a spell check. Spell check. Okay. This is a good one for this crowd. Hamburger helper only works if the hamburger is ready to accept that it needs help. Maybe not so much. I'm really sad, Pooki, because someone broke into our house.
What?
And stole my globe.
Your globe.
It meant the world to me. Okay, this is one for maybe I don't know some of the single people out there. But if your girlfriend comes home wearing a white jumpsuit, smelling like honey, and covered with bee stings, you know she's a keeper. I've overheard this. It's not you, it's me. It's not you, it's me. That's the sound of twins going through a family photo album. Oh my gosh. After dinner last night, folks, Pooki asked me if I could clear the table. I needed a running start, but I made it. Oh, my friend Joe recently went on a Dolly Parton diet. It really made Jolene. Okay, all right. Two more.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, did you hear, Pooki, in the news that thieves are going from store to store shoplifting clothes in size order? They're shoplifting in size order. Police say they're still at large. And finally, what's the difference between a vegan and a computer programmer?
I have no idea.
One is disgusted by a rack of lamb. The other is disgusted by a lack of RAM. And that, ladies and gentlemen, thanks to Mariana Z, that concludes this segment of It's Bob's Comedy Corner. Sure to be wild. Bob's Comedy Corner. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. So we have a double dose of wordplay and great stuff there. We got, remember Owen? He's in the house here.
Hey, Owen.
Owen's been doing this like 100 push-up challenge thing to raise money for a I think a children's charity or something. He's been posting in the Turbocharge group.
Oh, that's awesome.
So that's really cool. Good to see you, Owen. So a lot of people are laughing to the Jolene Hamburger Helper. A lot of LOLs. Let it be. Oh, cute jokes. Okay. All right, awesome. Where are we at now? Oh, we got to wrap this up. Let's see here. Where are we? I'm going to the bottom of the see what I missed here with the comments. Shadubi wa. Why do fish not use Facebook? Because they don't like the network. So, we've had enough jokes for now. All right, cool. So, well, let's head into the stretch here. I'm gonna play a song that we all know and love. Once again, if you don't already, please subscribe to the channel. We're now at 305,000 subscribers here on this YouTube channel. We really appreciate that. When you have a chance, please expand the description below. You may, on a digital device, you may have to click the title and then click a little read more thing to expand it. But there's all kinds of links there. There's links to Pooki's channel. There's links to how to get on the email list, how to get on the text list, and all kinds of stuff. How to sign up for the 30 days to manifesting more abundance course and other things in there. So take a look at that at your leisure. I'm also going to just remind you again. We'd love to have you. I'm going to be sending out more emails on this whole personal transformation matrix, the little aspects of it in the coming weeks and months. And so sign up with an email address that you check. I won't bombard you, but I'm going to be sending out. I'm going to be making better use of that for more longer form content and linking to things, the new videos and all that good stuff, so you can always stay in the know. Just go to bobbakerinspiration.com, sign up for that, and I'll even give you 6 free MP3 downloads just for the 2 seconds that it takes to sign up for it. Make sure you go to your inbox right away, though, and click a confirmation link. So if you don't do that, you won't get any of the emails. So there's a 2-step process there. Sign up and then go confirm that you want to get them with the welcome email that will come to you. I'm going to play I Am Capable, Powerful, Wonderful, and Strong.
Let's do it.
It's dance time. And while we're playing this, I want you to post in there, what are your takeaways? We always like to end with this. So what are your takeaways? What are you going to use from this conversation about you don't need to be fixed, you're not broken? We would just love to hear how this is impacting you and what kind of stood out for you. So,
all right, you ready?
We're going to play this song, and I think we're going to be able to watch Pooki dance. Me. I'm going to DJ the comments, too, so I'm going to be posting some comments as we go, if I'm not mistaken. And so here we go. Let's rock it. I hope you're ready to get energized as you declare these affirmations to the beat. Repeat them back to yourself. That's right. So you can.
I am capable.
You can sing affirmations too.
I am powerful. I am powerful. I am wonderful. I am wonderful. I am strong. I am strong.
Now say them again.
I am capable. I am capable. I am powerful. I am powerful. I am wonderful. I am wonderful. I am strong. I am strong.
Now move your body. That's right. Now we're going to say those affirmations again, only we're going to sing them. Hope you're ready. 1, 2, 3.
I am capable. I am capable. I am powerful. I am powerful. I am wonderful. I am wonderful. I am strong. I am strong.
Now sing it.
I am capable. I am capable. I am powerful. I am powerful. I am wonderful. I am wonderful. I am strong. I am strong.
Now take a breath and feel the energy of these affirmations. Breathe it in. Now that you know the words, let's run them closer together, back to back. 1, 2, 3.
I am capable. I am powerful. I am wonderful. I am strong. I am capable. I am powerful. I am wonderful. I am strong.
Sing it.
I am capable. I am powerful. I am wonderful. I am strong.
Yes.
I am capable. I am powerful. I am wonderful. I am strong.
Move your body. Shake it. Feel it to your core. Time to get back to the affirmations. Here we go.
I am capable. I am capable. I am powerful. I am powerful. I am wonderful. I am wonderful. I am strong. I am strong.
Say it like you mean
I
it.
am capable. I am capable. I am powerful. I am powerful. I am wonderful. I am wonderful. I am strong. I am strong.
Now move your body. Feel the energy. Move. Back to affirmations now.
I am capable. I am powerful. I am wonderful. I am strong.
You are strong.
I am capable. I am powerful. I am wonderful. I am strong.
Sing it out loud.
I am capable. I am powerful. I am wonderful. I am strong.
You are strong.
I am capable. I am powerful. I am wonderful. I am strong.
Now take a breath. Breathe it in. You are capable. You are powerful. You are wonderful. You are strong. Dance it out. Feel it. It's your truth. Back to affirmations.
I am capable. I am capable. I am powerful. I am powerful. I am wonderful. I am wonderful. I am strong. I am strong.
You are.
I am capable. I am capable.
Yes.
I am powerful. I am powerful.
Yes.
I am wonderful. I am wonderful. I am strong. I am strong.
Now double time.
I am capable. I am powerful. I am wonderful. I am strong.
Yes, you are.
I am capable. I am powerful.
Yes.
I am wonderful. I am strong.
So strong.
I am capable. I am powerful. I am wonderful. I am strong.
Yes, you are.
I am capable. I am powerful. I am wonderful. I am strong.
One more time. Move. Groove. Shake that thing. Your thing. I hope you're having fun. Take a breath. Breathe deeply. All right, I think we're going to end it there. Shake your thing.
I
That's-
hope you were shaking it.
That's me trying to be cool. All right. Thank you so much, boy. Oh boy, we went the whole. How long have we been on here? Good.
Hour and 32 minutes.
Yeah,
Doing it.
We're doing it. So this was fun. It's good to be back in our home studio with all our normal stuff here.
Right.
So we thank you for joining us. We hope you resonated with this message today.
Yep.
We certainly.
And then next Sunday, it's going to be all about gratitude.
That's right. Thanksgiving. It's it's Pookie's favorite holiday.
It is my absolute favorite holiday.
I think I have a feeling I know what one of the songs are going to be.
Oh, yeah.
It's all about
course.
gratitude.
All about gratitude.
All right. Have an awesome week. Get on that email list, and exciting things are coming down the pike. And have an awesome day, an awesome week. We'll see you again soon, next Sunday, if not before. All right. So long for now. Bye.